you here, and they want you here physically,
and they want you here now performing in Kenya.
Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. In case you're new here, my name is Maren
and I'm Maureen.
Yeah, and I want to thank our returning subscribers. Thank you so much for always coming back, and to the new one, if you've not subscribed, kindly remember to do so.
Yeah, so before we start our episode today, I'd like to send our greetings over to our African countries: Somalia, Ethiopia, Uganda, Tanzania, and the rest.
We can't mention all of you
because we are 54, maybe 55 states in Africa.
Yeah, so thank you so much for always tuning in. Also, we want to send out some shout outs to our Jamaican friends.
Yes, and most of you have been really following our work closely, and we really thank you for doing that.
Right, we want to thank Faji's Kitchen. I don't know if I'm saying your name right. We want to thank Ganatrina. Thank you so much for always watching our. Today we are sending shout outs before we start, okay?
Yes.
Dwayne Stevenson, thank you so much for always commenting, leaving a comment, watching our episodes.
Yeah, there's also Getachwe. Yeah, Getache, thank you so much for always watching our videos.
Yes. And I don't think we can be able to mention everybody, but just know we appreciate you all.
Yeah.
So I'm sure, as per the title you've read, Shenseea, the musician, I don't know if all of you know her. If you know her, leave a comment in the comment section.
Yeah. So Shenseea is from Jamaica, and she's a Jamaican artist who is much loved here in Kenya, and she was supposed to be having a concert.
Yeah, just continue, I'm coming back.
Okay, she was supposed to be having a concert here in Kenya, and as it drew close to being actualized, she cancelled her performance.
Yeah, she cancelled her performance citing security reasons. So I'll just read what she said. So I was booked for Kenya, and due to safety concerns that were brought to my attention, I was told it was best to reschedule. I chose to refund my deposit than hold on to it without a date being set. The promoters assured me that all monies will be refunded to patrons as well. I look forward to performing in Kenya soon.
So that was a major heartbreak to Kenyans.
Yeah, as you guys know, we've told you even in our previous episodes, Kenyans really love Jamaicans and Jamaican music, right? So just before the year ended, just the other day, Conscience was in Kenya, and
he was in Kenya twice.
He came twice within a very short period of time, because Kenyans really loved his music, and his concert was sold out, you know.
And Kenyans adopted Conscience as one of our own son, and they gave him a
Kenyan name
and
from the Luo tribe. They called him Otieno. Now when Conscience lands in Kenya, he's called Otieno.
Yeah, so his roots in Kenya are from the Luo tribe, which we are much likely. Okay, we come from the Luo community, tribe. So our brother Conscience is called Conscience Otieno.
Right. So Shenseea really her cancelling her trip to Kenya citing security reasons. I'm telling you, this it has sent Kenyans on
brave.
They are not happy.
They're not happy about that, because some were ready to adopt her as one of our own sisters.
Others wanted Shenseea's music.
Yeah, others wanted to propose to her. right, but in general they wanted to listen to her music,
and they're not happy.
Yeah, so we're just going to read to you a few of the comments that Kenyans reacted to online. So we call them the netizens of Kenya. What they had to say about Shenseea cancelling her show in Kenya.
Right. So let me just remind you, it's very important for me to remind you that Shenseea ended her statement. This she posted on Instagram, and she ended her statement saying, "Thank you for understanding," and that is what brought these wide reactions.
Yeah, because Kenyans don't want to understand. Kenyans want Shenseea here and in person,
and they want her here now. Some are even offering personal protection to be her bodyguard and bodyguardess. They're like, nothing will happen to you. But let me just read the reaction.
Right.
So there's a guy here who says, "What are we understanding?" with the laugh emoji. They don't want to understand. You get?
Yes, they want her here in person.
Yeah. There's someone here who says, "King Charles and Conscience were here. Nothing happened to them."
That's a very good point.
Yeah. Just the other day, King Charles. Everybody knows King Charles. The King of England.
Yeah.
He was here. He came to visit Kenya, but then nothing happened.
He didn't go with a bullet in him or or with whatever.
One less hair.
Yeah, he went with all the hairs in his head.
Conscience. Also, your brother from Jamaica was in Kenya.
And recently, you guys, Kanye West has just posted. He alluded that he wanted to come to Kenya for a concert. Can you imagine how?
Can you imagine Kanye West coming to Kenya? And you, Jamaica, man, come on, Shenseea. And also another big artist from America who's shown interest in visiting Kenya is Rick Ross. Rick Ross is planning a trip in Africa. So Rick Ross is one of the artists who's planning a visit to Kenya, and that is it's a big thing. You know, you cannot come to Africa and not visit Kenya. Kenya in the East Africa is very prominent as what Ghana or Nigeria is to the West, you know.
Right, and also most foreigners love Kenya because it is a big business hub. If you want to start business, you consider Kenya as one of the African countries you can come to.
Another person who reacted, but you know, some Kenyans are being making light moments out of this and making jokes out of it, which is a good thing. You know, Kenyans are never that serious. You don't take things to heart and hold grudges and whatnot. So there's another lady here who's saying by safety concerns she means tax levies. You know, in Kenya we normally there's this thing we normally joke about
because we are being heavily taxed by our government, or at least most
Kenyans is what they feel.
So like the government is taxing us very hard.
This led netizens to nickname our president
Zakayo. The short guy in the Bible, you know who he is?
Who was collecting taxes. That was what Kenyans
named our president. So someone was joking that Shenseea doesn't want to pay taxes to our president. That's why she cancelled the show.
Right. Another netizen here reacted by joking about what he said, pesa yangu usirudishe kula. To translation,
this man was telling Shenseea, even if you've cancelled the show, don't return my money, just eat it.
You know, that's how much people love you, man. So another one is saying, let me look for another one. Ni Christina Shusho mnaita safety concerns. Well,
that's just another light joke. So
that's a musician from Tanzania. She's very endowed and Kenyans love her. So
she's blessed and endowed.
So this one is making a joke, I'm guessing, because of that.
Backed down because of the Tanzanian musician who recently came to Kenya.
Another one was not happy. This one was saying danganya toto jinga. Translation, lie to the fools or lie to stupid people, meaning he wasn't buying the
security concern issues that Shenseea just didn't want to come to Kenya.
Right. Another one, dude, the prince was just here, did he die? So that's
another Kenyan.
Right. So another one is saying, I'll just read because it's written in Swahili. And then the funny thing is that Kenyans are really talking in Swahili.
And you can see in the comment section, some of them are even tagging Shenseea and they're talking to her in Kiswahili as if Shenseea can understand.
So this
Swahili.
is really funny. So another Kenyan is saying, Nona hapo chini, thank you for understanding. Nah, bro, we didn't understand. Translation, I see below you've written thank you for understanding.
Shenseea.
So he says, nah, bro, we didn't understand. So Shenseea, people want you here and they want you here physically.
And they want you here now performing in Kenya.
So I don't know what you think about this video, guys.
So just leave us a comment down below on what you think about Shenseea cancelling a show in Kenya because of security concern issues.
She might have
a genuine concerns because in Kenya,
I won't
during the beginning of the year, a lot of people were being killed in Airbnbs.
And the femicide cases were being reported. But there's a very famous, actually, I don't know if it's for legal purposes, I won't call because he's pleaded not guilty. There's a person called John Matara. He's Kenyan, and apparently he's been a serial criminal. Luring women.
We call it as it is. He's been a serial sex offender. Yes,
serial rapist, robbing women. Also robbing women, and also he just killed a woman who was linked to a very famous figure here in Kenya. So
and he met with the woman in Airbnb. So these murders were happening in Airbnbs.
So that is what was going on.
So maybe that is what Shenseea was thinking of when she cancelled the.
But you know that is very unrelated to security issues because this man is now in custody and he was targeting social media socialites, to rob and rape them.
socialites.
So unless since Shea was going in an Airbnb, you know, what are the security reasons?
She wasn't. So
no, she wasn't.
No, she wasn't.
It's just a light. You know, it's a rhetorical
question. And then also another thing, Shenseea, you shouldn't be afraid to be killed in an Airbnb, because one, you weren't going to meet a stranger in Airbnb. You were coming to perform in Kenya, and I'm sure even your security back in Jamaica, they knew the people who are going to handle your security here in Kenya.
Another femicide case that was reported was linked to a Nigerian who was here in Kenya,
and it also was purported that this Nigerian guy killed his partner in an Airbnb and severed the head from the body. It's very
graphic, guys.
Yes, because of
ritual
purposes.
So
I'm not sure of
the cases are still being investigated. But other than that, like, there's no security.
Generally, Kenya is a safe place. I can say that for sure.
Another thing someone said here, what safety concerns is hizo siku zote wa Jamaica wamekuja huku, what happened to them? So that one,
in translation, this lady is saying
what security
is asking Shenseea, what security concerns are you afraid of? Because Jamaican artists have been coming in Kenya and nothing has happened to them till date. What is your security concern?
Another one says Kenya is more safe than America. So, well, I'll leave that part. Kenya is more safe than America. So if you can go to America, you surely can come to Kenya
and survive in Kenya and go back home alive.
Because we all know what happens in America with black people and police and whatnot, you know.
Yes.
So we'll just leave it at that.
Yeah, you guys. So that was the reaction to Shenseea cancelling her show back in Kenya.
Yeah, netizens were not happy. They want Shenseea here and they want her here now.
And most especially, she cancelled it because of security reasons. And most Kenyans are emphasizing there is no security reasons why
for concern.
Yeah. So Jamaicans, if you are watching this, leave us a comment down below on what you think about this episode.
Yeah, also fellow Africans, Kenyans, let us know what you think about this episode.
And most especially if you're from Kenya, you know Shenseea, and you are expecting to go to her concert or see her concert on TV. What do you think about this episode? So until our next episode, we'll see you guys next time.
Bye.